Let me tell you now, your card's marked, because it ain't even me that's speaking out. I've had messages today saying, it's about time I spoke out and what she's done to me and that. Nothing to do with me. But your card's marked, let me tell you, fucking for a full-blown fact. People are going to start to see who you truly are. And that's because of what you've done, not because of anyone else. It's got nothing to do with me. Your card's marked, and that's all I'm saying. People will start talking out now about what you've done to them and the stuff that you've been doing. Fucking a joke. Absolute joke. Thank you, Kaz G. Thank you, Joe. She's there live right now saying stuff like, oh my God, if you all believe it's a recording, you all believe it's a record. Everyone knows it was a fucking recording. Or at worst case scenario, a phone call from off another device or something. There's no way that guy was there with you. Let me tell you that for a fucking fact. No way. No chance. Thank you, Paula. But now you're just trying to double down now and... Oh, thank you, Pixie Chips. Thank you, mate. You're just literally trying to double down now and laugh about it. Because you're realising that your platform's falling from falling away from you. Thank you, Shell. Thank you, Malfrey. Honestly, I'm so shocked that people are literally over there listening to her and going, oh, and all laughing about AI, and Jodie jumping up, EQ Minx looking twat, jumping up there and saying, trying to insinuate that I've been saying that her husband's not real, and that I ain't said that. So no, you go, apparently your husband's not real, because they're talking about me. When you jump up and say that, you're playing the game. Fucking Magsy fucking Nana, oh my God, it is madness. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. This stuff is wild. And this just goes to show, right, that no one is really bothered. This is just her doubling down now. So all the people saying, oh no, she's admitted that she shouldn't have said it, it's wrong. Load of bollocks, let me tell you now. It's a load of bollocks. Alex is Pearl. Okay, to be honest with you, I haven't spoken to Pearl because I don't want people to think that, that I'm trying to coerce a friendship and stuff with telling her not to be friends with people, and I'm not doing that. Thank you, Pippin. Thank you, Vic. I'm not doing that. So I haven't spoke to Pearl because I don't want people to say, oh, Alex has been chatting to Pearl, and he's trying to tell people not to be friends. I'm not that person. So I'll speak to Pearl when she's relaxed and chilled out a little bit, because at the end of the day, this has been a lot to take today. So thank you, TOTTY. Thank you, Myla. I'll just leave them to it. 1 minute. I'll just leave them to it, because anything you say or do will be twisted in your fault. I don't know how anyone can twist anything that I say. I'm direct and to the point. Like, if I've got an issue with you, I call it out for what it is. I'm not going to twist stuff. If I've said something, I'll say it. It's mad, man. Honestly, I've just literally... Oh, do you know what it is? It's crazy. I just think it's hilarious. I ain't going to lie. Oh, yeah, you all mad you are. Let me tell you now, right? Anyone that you're saying that everyone's mad that they if they don't believe it's real. Let me tell you now, it's crazy that anyone that does believe it's a fucking it was a real person, because I can tell you now, no one talks with an echo. You listen to your voice when you're talking, perfectly clear, and then you end up telling my husband, and then instantly just plays out of nowhere, and then there's an echo on his voice. Watch it yourself. Don't believe me. Watch the recording, it's out there now. Go to Alicia's Martha's page, go to repost and watch it for yourself. You know what I mean? Don't believe me. Echoes are natural, apparently. She said the echoes... She said the box is always echoes, but she didn't echo. There you go. So, okay, so if she's talking from the same box, in the same... you know what I mean? If she's next to him, So he's echoing, but when she's talking, she's not echoing. Yeah, come on, shut up, man. Absolute joke. You know what I mean? I don't believe any of this shit. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Ruth. I'm shocked that even anyone would actually believe it. I'd understand if it was separate boxes. I'd be like, yeah, okay, separate boxes. Of course that can happen. But you was in the same household, apparently. You know what I mean? No, I ain't believing it. Has he phoned you yet? No, no one's phoned me. Thank you, Original Rose. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Shanta. She said her hubby was downstairs. Crazy. Madness. She's deflecting everything. She can say whatever she wants. Like, at the end of the day, like, anyone that buys into her stories and what she's saying is madness, and it's as simple as that. No idea what's going on. Oh, iceberg. It's just been a thing over last night. She said she's been friends with Pearl for 2 years and you've been around for 5 minutes. Oh, okay. You know. I've been around for 5 minutes and she's been friends with Pearl for 2 years. Well, that's a bit funny, isn't it? Because a year and a half ago, when Pearl did what she did, I've got videos of you and Angie's live slagging her off. So you saying that and everyone's saying that she backed Pearl from the start. That's a load of bollocks because she was on Angie's platform then. So, yeah, bollocks. Full of shit. I'll let her believe. You can all believe what you want to believe, but I'll tell you for a fact, one thing I don't need to do is not a lie. I'm not a liar, so she wasn't friends with Pearl when this is what I mean. This is the problem here. This is what really fucks me off. Proper infuriates me. Oh, thank you, Lottie. Thank you, mate. What the hell's that thing? Oh, thank you, Lottie. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. It's just a piss take, man. It's just an absolute piss take. Honestly. 1 minute. Yeah, listen to this. Let me tell you this. Apparently, Topgirl's just said on live that she's spoke to Pearl, told Pearl it's not a recording, and apparently I'm just trying to make her and Pearl not have a friendship. Are you joking? I've told Pearl that she can happily be friends with anyone she wants to. I'm not trying to turn anyone away from anyone. I'm making people see what the truth that's out there. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I haven't contacted Pearl. Because if I wanted to, I would have phoned her and convinced her that it is a recording, because everyone can see it is a recording. People that don't like me can tell it's a recording. You know what I mean? So if people that don't like me are saying, Alex, to be fair, I don't like him, but he's telling the truth, it's a recording, right? Everyone can see it's a fucking recording. So don't say that I'm trying to make you and Pearl not speak. At the end of the day, I don't care. At the end of the day, if Pearl chooses to be your friend, fair enough, that's cool. You can be friends with Pearl, it's not my business. But don't lie. You know what I mean? Don't lie about it. Just be straight and direct and say, you know what, that was said, this was said, and that was it. Put to bed. I ain't barsed. You know what, that was said, this was said, and that was it. Put to bed. I ain't barsed. You know what I mean? I even stated earlier, you know what, I'm not going to continue speaking about this. But yet again, you fired up and tried to double down. I don't know the reason why that you think that anyone's going to believe that that's not a recording. It's crazy. So where's people on the app saying, and me purposely, I haven't gone to Pearl because I don't want people to think, you know what, I know Pearl's stressed, so I don't want to be going and adding any extra stress. So I left her and I said, you know what, when, you know, everything's chilled out and calmed down, I'll have a chat with Pearl like a friend should, you know, like an adult. However, she's been obviously clearly behind the scenes chatting to Pearls now, saying Pearl this, Pearl that. So if anyone's manipulating anything, it's yourself. So don't call me out on a lie for trying to be, you know. Alex, I've messaged. She said she's done nothing but lie and deflect. It's her in a nutshell, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Absolutely fucking. She's an idiot. Simply. And people in there that believe her, you lot are mad. Because you're all saying, yes, Topgirl stands on business, speaks the truth. No, she doesn't. She doesn't speak on the truth. Should I tell you the reason why she doesn't speak on the truth? Because I'm going to let you... Thank you, Sam. I'll have a look. So I'll let you know, because of what you don't know is she was talking shit behind a whole friendship group. And the fact of the matter, she got called out. She lied and said she didn't. And then she got backed into a corner and started crying. That's what happened in a nutshell. Let me tell you exactly what happened. Call me a bullshitter because the people are starting to speak out, Topgirl. So you can call me whatever you want. It isn't my business whatever you get up to off the app, but that's what happened. You started slagging off people in the friendship groups, and you started being, and then you backtracked and said you didn't, and then you got called out on a live, and that's why everyone stopped speaking to you. You know what I mean? That's the reason why people stopped speaking to you. You know, everyone distanced themselves here, and then you started crying off the app, you know what I mean, saying, I'm sorry, and then they started to forgive you. You do it a lot, like earlier on. You know what I mean? It's fucking an absolute... You know, it's like prime example. You literally started crying earlier on Pearl's live, and then instantly, when it weren't going your way, you switched off the tears and said, oh, really, Alex? Okay, Alex, okay. And then back to the tears again. Emotions don't work like that. You can't just break character and just go, start crying, and then when you ain't winning the argument, then instantly start clapping back. It doesn't work like that. That's not true emotions. I think you're a fucking manipulator, I ain't gonna lie. I think you're a full-blown fucking manipulator. I think you're twisting things, and I think you're trying, you know for a fact, if you haven't got Pearl, you've got nothing. And that's a fact. Because all you've done over the last fucking years, or year or whatever, is going to everyone's live, right? Getting all the creators to, you know, support you and, you know, big you up, jumping in boxes, saying, follow me, guys, mod me, and all this stuff. So you've gained an audience, and then what happens then? You started going live when they was going live. You've done it to Miss Red. You've done it to Luke. You've done it to multiple different people. And don't call me a liar, because you used to be in there all the time. You was a mod for Miss Red, you was a mod for Luke, and then all of a sudden, what happened? You got yourself your audience, and then when Miss Red was going live at 10, I mean, no one owns times, but what I'm saying is, you got an audience off every single person. Then as soon as they're live, you jump live and cam 2 and have a little look and see what's going on. You need to open your eyes, man, because I'll tell you for a fact, I don't need to bullshit anyone. Thank you, Jodie. Thank you, Barbara. But for you to jump and double down today is madness. Say it wasn't a recording, yeah. Walking echo, yeah. People talking echoes these days, yeah. Crazy. But this just proves to me that, you know, when someone's calling me out for, you know, they're saying, oh, he's trying to manipulate things, he's trying to make me and Pearl not be friends. If that was the case, then, if that's the case, then why haven't I never spoke to Pearl about it and said, you better, you know, this is wrong what you're doing, Pearl, like, she's doing this, she's doing that. The only thing I've ever said to Pearl regarding Topgirl, and Pearl will clarify, is when it was put to bed, I said to Pearl, Topgirl's starting again, and I didn't even go live to interact, and Pearl will tell you, she can look through the messages. I said to Pearl on the messages saying, Pearl, just to let you know, Topgirl's starting again. Because Pearl said it's all been put to bed now, move on, and it was done and dusted. In my eyes, it was done and dusted. I didn't move on, and I messaged Pearl saying, you know what, Pearl, she's starting again. And that's the only thing I said. I've not told her to do this, to do that, anything. I don't tell anyone. You know what I mean? But if this was vice versa, let me just flip this now. If this was vice versa, oh my God, the app would be in uproar today. Alex is a beast, Alex is this, Alex is this. That's what would have happened. At the end of the day, what's happened is she's played a recording, it's premeditated, she knew exactly what it was, and if it was anyone the same as fucking the people I don't speak about, or not speak about, but speak to on this app, there would be uproar. If it was Angie, CA, EQ, all these people I don't talk to, it'd be absolute carnage on this app today. You know what I mean? You'd all be going live saying, see, Angie's done this, EQ's done this, CA's done this. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. There'd be outrage across the board. But yet, again, you know, of course, you know, it's happened to a man on the app. It's cool. Let's all bend over. Thank you, Eclipse. It's just madness. You know what it is? I'm just spitting pure facts, and if people want to believe it, they can. So, even DA and CA had your back. The thing is, I'm not one of them people that flips, and just because I don't speak to them, I don't support them, I don't support what they do. But all I've said today is it proves a point when two people that I don't like and they don't like me stands out and says, you know what, Alex is actually right here. That says loads about everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they don't like me. I don't like them. However, they called it for what it was, and it's a fact. It's a load of bullshit. So, thank you, Vicar. But this is the problem, and like I said, people are proof Ashley earlier. Not Miss Reds. No, not the Miss Ashley that goes in Miss Reds. Ashley, the ones in Top Girl's live. Oh, Alex is continuing going on, and you know what I mean? This isn't fair on Pearl. Okay, then here's the flip side now, Ashley, you knob. So Top Girl's just gone live. I said earlier, for me, it's done now. I've had my say. It's over. I'm moving on. So Top Girl's just gone live now. That would probably apply more stress because she's lied. Applied more pressure on Pearl. So what you saying now, Ashley? Fucking dimwit. This is what I mean. The app's full of them, man. App's full of stranger. You know what I mean? So, okay. So, is it the flip side now, Ashley? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, man. Why has Top Girl just said sorry to Pearl and doubled down with Jodie? Do you know what it is? It's mad. It is crazy. And this is what I keep saying, Libra. Like, Miss Libra, this is where people's eyes should be fucking open. You know, it's as simple as that. Why is it okay for a woman to go on, but not for you because you're a man? The thing is, I don't go low like people say. Like, I didn't body shame or go mad at Top Girl. I said facts and points that people have said. So I repeated what people had said. She goes low. Like the stuff that I've heard of what she's done off the app about people on the app, it's not my business. However, that's why I retaliate you to Jodie. Because at the end of the day, she's there trying to make out that they're all innocent and they don't do that. And why is Alex calling my friend ugly and all that stuff? When I found out what the stuff you've been doing and the stuff that you've been saying about women on the app and that, about their bodies, their faces, the way they look, loads of mad shit. And I know that happens. I ain't going to be a hypocrite here. I know that sometimes in friendships, people would slag other people off. That's cool. But don't call other people out online for it when you do it yourself. And it's as simple as that. Afternoon, Jojo, you okay? And this is the problem. Let's be real. Or if you're going to be totally honest with yourselves, just be straight up and honest. It's simple. You know what I mean? Take accountability and move on. I said that earlier. All she had to do is, you know what? Yeah, okay, this happened, blah, blah, blah. You know, I apologise to Pearl. I'm not going to apologise to Alex. I don't like him. Fair enough, blah, blah. Let's move on from the situation. That's what she could have done. She's entitled to, and if people follow her, they follow her. If they don't, they don't. But what I'm not going to have, right, is people come on and try and lie and say that, but I started it. Let me tell you now, I didn't start nothing. You've been poking me for fucking weeks, even to the point where your own friend Hayley Comet was on a live with you and said to you, to be fair, you keep digging him out. All I'm seeing is you're digging him out. And multiple other people said to you, oh, do we have to mention him? Do we have to keep mentioning Alex? You have done it, right, constantly for fucking weeks. We're goading, and that's why you did the Discord. You tried to say, oh, yeah, Alex's Discord. And when people started going, oh, it's not really fair. This isn't Alex's fault. You started going, oh, but you know what? I'm not saying it is Alex's fault. You tried to constantly go for me. Anything. You've done it since back in the day. Oh, yeah, but Alex said it. No, I ain't said nothing, and if I have said it, I'll own up to it. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Yeah, she was. She was so disappointed. Like, let me tell you now, as soon as the Discord and no one was running with that it was Alex's fault, she was like, oh, I don't know what to say now. Let's not mention the Discord. Thank you, Janda. She started for me when she grasped Courtney up. She cries victim. Hey, thank you, Jando. And this is the problem. Just be real with yourself, you know. If you've done something, said something, it's as straight, you know what I mean? Just be straight as an arrow. Own your shit and move on. Like, if I've said something on this app, you know, like a slur and stuff, and people say, you know what, like, I'm not happy, I'll say, fair enough, but I'll own it. I'll own what I've said. Thank you, Boxer Frogs. Has she asked for a heart me yet? I don't know, Lisa. I ain't got a clue. You know. Does she go for Dan? Go for Dan? What do you mean? Toxic Dan? I don't know. I don't think she would anyway, because Pearl wouldn't allow that anyway. But the difference is with me and Pearl, like, me and Pearl have a friendship, but we talk off app and stuff like that, and, you know. And to be fair, a lot of the times I don't go and sit in Pearl's boxes 24/7 because of the situations about people, like, the people that are in there, you know. And that's no hate to Pearl, of course not, you know what I mean? Like, Pearl likes different people to who I like. It's like sometimes Pearl probably won't sit in my life because people I'm associated with, and that's fine. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, Pandalicious. That is fine, guys. You know, we're not all going to get on social media. But all I'm asking for is just be honest. You mentioned my ex. to try and trigger me. And I'd heard from a previous live that you had an issue in your relationship, and I basically just stated what someone else said on social media, that I'm mad that you're mentioning my relationship when apparently you're not very happy at home yourself. That's what I stated on social media. So all this saying I was dragging your partner, oh yeah, I did say he was probably sleeping around. Yeah, I did, because of what I heard. You know what I mean? Because of what I heard. So I repeated it. But you came for my ex and my relationship and things first. Don't get it twisted. Don't go around the app and start saying about, oh my God, yeah, Alex, you did this first. No, I never. I never started anything. I retaliated every single time. Nobody can come on this app and show me anywhere where I've started anything. Never once. I have only ever retaliated on this app. Never ever instigated anything. I'll give you the chance to jump up now and show me where I've ever started any arguments. I have only ever retaliated. Thank you, Puddle Duck. She kept saying, say it, so you did. That's the thing, Andrew. That is the thing. When we was in Pearl's box, and I said, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. I don't want to mention no names. She knew exactly who I was talking about as well, and the people that I was talking about, but she wanted me to name them online, which for me is fucked up. You know, I didn't want her, but I'm also not going to be called a liar. So when she pushed me into the corner, I said the names, and it's as simple as that. If you can't dish it out, don't. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Just, it's crazy. But everyone's the victim, ain't they? You know what I mean? I don't know how she can literally go from, you know, the perpetrator to the victim. And I'm like, you're mad, you know. And the people that are supporting it and that, like, it is crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. Nana banana. I mean, yeah, the thing is, yeah, you don't have to like me. That's cool, you know. But you've also can't condone other behaviour as well, because off the back of, you know, you liking someone else. It's madness. Not doxing then today, Alex. Nah, not Welsh girl. No doxing today, mate. Not yet, anyway. She's always plays the victim. Yeah, and I've heard of this, and I know what's going on. I've heard of multiple things from people that what she does is that she fucks up and then goes crying off the app, and then everyone feels sorry for her, and then she's back to square one again. I've heard it all. I've literally had people messaging me today, our old friends and stuff, saying just different things. Saying this is what she does, you see. She tries to cry and manipulate and get herself out of things. Like when she got dragged off the app before by fucking, you know, going after people's deceased parents. Absolutely got just dragged off the app. But then she'll call out someone else for doing it. Madness. How you doing, Kaylee? You okay? Yes, she does. I've seen her. And if she does, people comes up in tears. Yeah, I've seen it all, man. Okay, Amy, mate, I'll have a look. I've got loads of messages to go through and that. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it's easier sometimes to me quickly fire up the live when I'm seeing all this build up of messages, because I know you're all asking the same question: are you okay, or you know what's gone on and stuff. So sometimes it's easier for me to go live. Thank you, Kayla. If it wasn't in person, it wouldn't have been spoken. If it wasn't in person, it would have been spoken. If it wasn't in person, it would have been spoken in Reds. I don't know what you mean, Annette, with that. I don't know. Caroline, I'm a good man, I'm good, I'm okay. What did the husband say, Alex? Well, this is the thing, like I said, the interpretation, what has been said, is exactly the same, but people are saying it means just like suck your mum and that. He doesn't mean like that, because it means intent. You know what I mean? Like when the person that was in the chat earlier, I mean, I'm not going to say just because they've got Albanian flags in the name, they're Albanian, because it's just a flag in it. Let's get real. But what they were saying, that from what I believe to be an Albanian person in the chat, they were saying that he's different when it's said the way it was said. It shows that intent, they want to do it, not just like, you know, when people throw the word out like suck you know what I mean, suck this, suck that. It's not the same at all. It shows that intent, like basically saying that I will unalive you and I will KILL. I mean, not. I will unalive you and I will FUCK your mother and sister, like with the intent to do. You know what I mean? Not just not like the wording. You know what I mean? That's where people need to understand. You know, that's where people are trying to like play it down, and that's not correct. So it's mad. Yeah, and that's the thing, you know what I mean? It's if it wasn't Pearl's friend, it would have been spoken about in Red's. I don't even know if Red spoke about it as much. Like I don't know if Miss Red spoke about it. To be fair, I don't know. Like, have you gone to the police, Alex? I'm not going to the police. You know what it is? Just a small town girl. Because I'm a firm believer in there's a lot of people that use the police force on social media for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? The police force are like under pressure as it is, and I'm not going to use the police force over something on social media when it comes to her. I'm not wasting police time. Let me be real. Because she'll probably just cry to the police and say, no, no, no. You know what I mean? As I said in hers, I like you. As I said to you in both, I like you both, but where's the end goal from here, KJ? The KJ, do you know when it comes to end goals and that? Like, for me, I haven't gone after her. She's been goading me for weeks and I've responded, and then she wants to play the victim. You know what I mean? She did say, you deserve an apology from Topgirl. But you know what the mad thing is? Topgirl was like, me and Alex have both bought stuff to Pearl's. No, you bought stuff to Pearl's platform. I retaliated on there. This is where you need to stop lying. Like, you started accusing me of mad stuff. Then you mentioned the Discord, all on Pearl's platform. I retaliated. I defended myself because Pearl asked for me. Pearl goes, can Alex, can you share the live to Alex? There's a massive difference. You need to understand that. So when you're telling people, oh, Alex brought drama to Pearl's platform, I never. You brought stuff to Pearl's platform, and Pearl said to me, can we get Alex in the live? Can we share the live to Alex? That's not me bringing shit to Pearl's platform. Remember that. Because Pearl asked for me. And that's where you've mixed it up and lying to people. So you hopefully saying, oh yeah, to be fair, it's just tit for tat. It's not tit for tat, is it? Not tit for tat. Not in the slightest. Mad. It's mad. Honestly, she does it all the time. Yeah, that's what I mean, Queen Regina. They all told me to come in and respond, and I respond, and apparently I'm bringing shit to Pearl's platform. Let me tell you now, I've got no intention of bringing shit to Pearl's platform, and that is the reason why I haven't phoned her today and, you know, tried to say, Pearl, open your eyes, mate. You know, Topgirl's obviously lying to you. Everyone can see it now. That is a recording. So if that's a recording, that's exactly the same as if she said it. She knew it was on the phone. She knew what it meant, so she played it. Same thing. It's exactly the same as if she said it. You know, because it's all premeditated. So, this was crazy. Top Gun knew exactly the implications. Yeah, of course she does. I feel for Pearl. Yeah, Jojo, I feel for Pearl. And that's the reason why I went live and said, you know what, this ain't fair. And there was people around saying, it's not fair on you, Alex. Like, Pearl should have had your back. And I'm saying, look, this is not on Pearl's fault. I understand everyone has their opinions. But there's no way I'm ever going to make Pearl accountable for this situation. Not even in the slightest. You know what I mean? We all know what happens on the platform with Pearl sometimes. She kind of gets a little bit too much. She goes under a mile an hour. Plus, she doesn't speak Albanian anyway. So, in my eyes, I'd never ever blame Pearl about any of this. You know, I've only ever tried to, you know, support her today and say, you know what, this isn't fair. You know what I mean? Stop blaming Pearl. Because at the end of the day, it'd be easy for me to flip and go, you know what, this is Pearl's fault. You know what I mean? Sod that. This happened multiple times. It happened the other day with the Discord, but I can't because it'd be a lie. I don't feel that way. I genuinely believe she's an innocent party and she's been used as a weapon. And that's how I stand. I think she's been used, she's been played, and people latch onto Pearl because they think that they're going to support and Pearl's, no, she supports her friends well on the app. So Topgirl believes that she can get away with whatever she wants. That's the truth. Because she's friends with Pearl, she feels she can do and say what she wants because Pearl's going to support her. And this is not the first time. This is about fucking 6 times now. Topgirl said something, done something, and everyone was like, that's wrong, call her out for it. Nah, not a chance. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I won't call her out. And that's cool, man. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. She's got Pearl wrapped around. Yeah, of course, because I guarantee you now she's doing the same to Pearl as what she did to every other fucker on the app. You know, when she got called out for shit stirring and lying and you know being a fake friend, she cried to him. Oh please, guys, you know, like, oh, it weren't my fault. Like she tried to do earlier in the box. One thing that really breaks me is my friendship with Pearl. You said the same thing about the other people you was talking shit about behind the back. Let's keep it real. You did the exact same thing when you was people. You were saying, "Oh, big up this person." I'm not going to mention names. "Oh, big up this person. We love you and love you." You got off the app and then started slagging them all off to your friends. You know what I mean? It all got exposed that what you was doing was being a two-faced friend. You was going live, speaking to them, but slagging them off behind their backs. And then when you got called out for it off the app, you started crying, saying, "I didn't mean it, guys. I didn't mean it." Behave. You know what you mean. You know what you do. Exactly the same as the Ben situation. You started dragging his unalive father, and then you got called out for it, and then you was off the app. You know what I mean? You're just manipulative. That's all it is. Alex, you're describing off the app. Well, if the shoe fits, fucking wear it. Like, you know what I mean? Let's be real. But I'm only talking on this situation because I'm involved in it. You know what I mean? I'm not having anyone call me a fucking absolute liar when I'm pretty sure every single clip and every single time I've been live is out there for you to watch yourself, you know what I mean? So... 1 minute, guys, please. I'm back. So yeah, that is it in a nutshell, really. Like I said, you know, when people are going around the app and saying shit like, "Oh my god," you know, like, "Oh, it's continuing. This is not fair on Pearl." Let me tell you now, you fired up a live. Like, all the people that are calling me out now, saying that, you know, this isn't fair on Pearl. Let me tell you now, it was done and dusted. I told you all earlier. I ain't going to be doing this every day, firing up lives and, you know, playing the victim. But what? You just fired up a live yet again. So all the people that was calling me out for earlier, Topgirl's just done it. And if you want to talk about anyone that's doing and manipulating things off the app, like she just said on live, "Oh, I've spoke to Pearl. I've told you it weren't a recording," and all that stuff. Because behind the scenes already today, she's been concocting a little plan, making Pearl believe it's not a recording, instead of allowing Pearl just to kind of get her relax at work, let her get on with her work, and, you know, all that shit. It's madness. She does it all the time. She's fucking, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, the only people that are going to support her are people that dislike me. So, Pigum, Pearl's Burger, get a grip of yourself. She's playing on Pearl's vulnerability. Yeah, this is what I mean. You know what I mean? So, didn't see many of her regular commenters in their mind. Yeah, of course they're not. Because you know what it is? What will happen now? Because TikTok moves so fast, we know it does. They'll wait for it to die down, and then they'll start showing their faces again. You know what I mean? That's what happened. Even DA supported you. Madness. But like I said, I don't need support from them sort of people, but I'll keep it real. Like I said, at the end of the day, it just goes to show that even people that hate me, seen sense. So it says it all. He'd be gone, forgotten tomorrow. Yeah, arsehole, it's cool, mate. You know what I mean? That's fine. You know what I mean? That is fine. Like, honestly, if she, it is what it is. If it moves on to a next drama, that's cool. That's normal. It's TikTok and it moves fast. But all I wanted to do is come live and tell you the truth. And I didn't want any manipulation from any other fucking third parties and say, "No, but this is what was meant." No. They knew what was meant. They knew exactly what was said. And all I'm saying is, I don't want the drama every day. I don't want to be beefing with people that I'm friends, other people I'm friends with, because it makes it awkward for the friend. And I'm not that person. Let me tell you now, there's been plenty of times that creator friends of mine have said to me, "Alex, please do not go for this person. Please do not go for this person." They will tell you. That I've been held back for far too long because there was people on this app that was saying shit that I was going to drag. Like, I was going to drag from fucking morning to night. And they were saying no because they won't be able to handle it, Alex, their mental health. I said, so that gives them a right to slag me off on live and all that stuff, but you are telling me not to respond. But out of respect, I said, you know what, cool. You know, tell them not to mention me again. Simple as. And yeah, that was it for me, but there's been loads. There's been a few, trust me. that I've been close to just dragging. And I mean like a day to night fucking drag. So, but I thought, nah, you know what, I ain't going to be that person, you know, I ain't going to make my friends feel a little bit of a way about themselves. But I think it's about time now you'll fucking, you know, start seeing it for what it is, and I'll start being that person. You know, if you start mentioning me and start coming for me, I'll drag you. How about that one? And no one's going to be telling me from this day forward now to not do it, because I've been held back for far too long, and now it's time that the people that are coming for me for no reason, because I'm not instigating anything, you are going to get dragged. Friend of friend or not, it doesn't matter. You are starting to now, you're going to feel the wrath of it, because at the end of the day, I've been quiet for far too long. You know what I mean? I've been quiet for far too long. So from today now, if you're mentioning me, slagging me off, I don't care what you're saying. I'm going to go, and I'm going to come, and I'm going to be low. You know what I mean? I don't care. If your feelings get hurt, your feelings get hurt. But you know what? I can only take so much before I snap. And now it's time, you know. It's time now that you all get told the truth and the people that you are. Because like I said, I've been biting my lip. And people will tell you, like I said, people have just literally been saying to me, like, the creators will tell you many times. They've even said it on live sometimes. We've had to tell Alex, you know, like, to not say things from time to time. You know what I mean? They'll tell you. They've all said it on live before. Oh, we have to hold him back sometimes. And that's true. It's true. You don't understand what it's like. Because when I don't thrive off, yeah, okay, I come to Angie, do my thing and do my other thing and FYPs and whatever. But I don't live off the drama. Sometimes I want to come on live and wind people up, have a little bit of a soft trolling and have a bit of banter. You know what I mean? Do like the Rickster thing and just, you know, just try and aggravate him. I don't want to do 24/7 drama, talking about bullshit 24/7 and going at people back and forth. It's not fair on my community. You know what I mean? It's not fair that they can want to come in my live one night to chill, and then the next we're going after someone again. Doesn't work. However, I'm going to defend myself. Always going to defend myself. So if you're calling me names and saying stuff about me that isn't true, I'm going to go live and defend myself. And if you continue to lie, I'm going to drag you. And then if I know anything about you, I'm going to put it on the app. How about that one? Because when you start talking on me and putting lies out to social media, that's as bad, you know. That's terrible, because people are going to believe it, like you did with my child. You said, oh, Alex is not allowed to see his child, or you don't see your child. And you did that, so people questioned it on social media. Oh, what, is Alex a wrong un? Can Alex not see his child? You don't know anything about my life. And the only thing you said, oh, I heard it from Lindsay off Angie's live. So you said that Angie's live lies, don't believe anything that comes from Angie's platform, but when it suited you, you wanted to believe something said off Angie's platform. And that's the hypocrisy. Alex read Stace Face's comment. Guys, can we pin Stace Face's comment? I can't see it. Stace Face. Let me have a look. Alex Reid, in a phone call, did you tell her you was a gangster? Just wondering, as context, as she's saying that. No, this is what I mean. She's full of shit. This is what I mean. I never once said ever that I was a gangster. Let me tell you now, no one on social media is a gangster. You know what I mean? This is madness. I stated one situation. She was throwing the threats out, and I stated the fact is, I'm not scared of you because I've had this happen to me. That's all I said. Nothing to do with gangster or anything like that. I said, you really think I'm scared of you because things like something this has happened to me in real life, so you think I'm scared about you on social media, you and your fella. That's all I said. Nothing to do with gangster or mention gangster or making me out to be a bad man or anything like that. She's full of shit. Full of shit. No one on TikTok is a gangster, let me tell you now. Fucking what a whopper. She's just looking for reasons now to like try and aid her argument and get her out of it. So, it's madness. I ain't a gangster. Far from it. Let me tell you now. Yeah, I've made a few mistakes in life, done a few things, nothing really questionable, but, I've involved myself with people that, are in from the underworld and stuff, but then that doesn't make me a gangster. I just know people. I'm just like anyone else. I'm sure we all know people that know people. It's life, but it's madness. Trust me, no one's a gangster on social media. If you're online asking for fucking gifts and balloons and pushing populars and pushing campaigns, I'm not a gangster. You know, if it comes to it, I can get stuff done. However, I'm not a gangster. I'll say that on social media. Thank you, life's too short. What's your street name? Bash and Brigham. That's my that's my gangster name, guys. Bash and Brigham. So, Miss Red's a gangster apparently. I'm Trollster. It's just crazy. Honestly, I've never seen so much hypocrisy on this app today. It's madness. What did you say there? Would she say it to your face though? She wouldn't. No, she probably would. Let me be real. Topgirl probably wouldn't say it to my face because she knows, right, that I wouldn't lay a hand upon her. So any woman that would go up to a man and say whatever they want, if you know, if there's no fear there, you're going to do it, and yeah. So, and she likes to one-up people, so it is what it is. Thank you, Lost Princess. Thank you, Night Nurse. Thank you, Danielle. But yeah, I'll be honest, she probably would say in real life, I'd not feel no way. Yeah, that's cool. Like, everyone's entitled to do what they want to do in life. Boss, let me tell you now, there's no way that people are going to twist stuff and lie about stuff. Aren't you both going to the boxing? Yeah, Nadia. You know, we'll see how that plays out. I'd call you on a phone call, Alex, off app. I'd call you on a phone, Alex, like off apps. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, you know what I mean? I always say to people, right, keep the same energy in life. You know, if you got an energy off the app, keep the energy on the app, and that's how it is. Because I'll be real with you, I'm friends with people that, you know, have said things about people, and then they're speaking them on a map, and I'll pull them up straight away. Like, let me be real now. Like, I ain't calling anyone out and I ain't naming anyone, so you're not going to get that out of me. But I am friends with people off the app that are fucking... I've said to me that they don't like an individual, and then next thing you know, they're talking about them on an app, and I'm thinking, you're just a cunt. Like, I've said to them, like, why? Like, you're just looking like the rest of them. Like, and I'll speak to them off the app about it. I don't call them out online about it. I don't call them fake and do all this shit. However, I call them out off the line and say, you just look stupid, man. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't speak about you. I don't speak to you. Off app, on app, I just don't care. How you doing, Zoe? You okay? So, anyway, I'm going to end the live now for a bit because I need to, you know, unwind and stuff, get some food down, get some things. But I'll be back live again in a bit, guys. I love it when the comments all turn their opinions over opinions and go wild. Yeah, true, it's good. But yeah, I'm going to get some food now. I'm going to have a drink, and I'm not going to drink alcohol or anything because I don't drink, but I'm going to get a drink and just chill out now for a bit. But I'll be back live in a bit, and then we'll have a different sort of live, have a bit of a unwind and whatever. And if people still continue going on about it, I'll come live and go, yeah, how about that one? If you all want to go, I'm not about people having opinions. I'm not about you because you're entitled to your opinions. It's social media. Please do. If you need to talk about stuff because you're in your rights. But I'm on about people that are directly involved with the situation. If you want to still continue going live and lie and slate me and do whatever you want to do, please do it, because I'll go live again and I'll fucking destroy you again on live. I'll do it all night if I have to, just to prove a point how much liars and all the fucking manipulative you all are. Simple as. Alright? But, yeah. Other than that, though, I'll be back in a bit then, guys, alright? I appreciate all the love and support, though, today, guys. Honestly, I really do. I'm glad the majority of you seen sense. And if you didn't see sense and that, stop licking fucking wallpaper and stuff, yeah? Let's keep it real. Alright, guys, and I'll catch you in a bit.